I've hit our button.
I'm going to wow you with my energy today.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
I'm already
Thursday.
wowed. I am already wowed by your energy.
I didn't have any bacon this morning, though, but I got some good coffee. Why is it my name before yours? Let's talk about that today.
Oh. Yeah, we'll discuss that. We're all friends.
Oh, and the sun's out. It's just going to be a great day. I love the weather.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Bacon in Your Mailbox on this Thursday, June 24th of 2021. It is my friend Jana Clark, community fanatic. See, I'll put you on there first this time then.
Hey!
I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. And again, this is episode number 115 of Bacon in Your
Way
Mailbox.
to throw me a bone, Milby.
Well, I mean, as people heard during the intro, you're like, why is your name first in the deal?
Oh, ignore me.
No reason at all. None.
No reason.
This is how it went in.
Yep, gotcha.
Just type it that way. See, all judgmental on this. I mean, it's a nice day outside. We've had a couple of great days in our area. Chamber of Commerce, tourism type days. And then you're supposed to be in a great mood, but you come in immediately with, why isn't my name first in the list?
So listen, let's rewind. For those of us that weren't in the room when we discussed it, I said, it's kind of been a long day already. Like the phone's ringing, there's energy, there's like things happening. Like I feel like today is just going to be a monumental kickoff to a really fun weekend.
I think it is. Now, I tell you, I threw you a bone. I screenshotted a video, part of the video that we did the other day at the sports park, where your hair is like matted to your face. And I decided not to use that today.
So the wind, and then later at the end of that day, it came a huge thunderstorm. So we knew it was coming, right? So today I'm going to be out there and notice that I have hair that can be tucked right back.
Yeah, me too. I've got my hair tapped back.
So I will not end up in the same tragedy that I ended up when I was out there interviewing with you.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad for that. Well, let's look up. But first of all, good morning to our friend Carter Blankenship.
Good morning, my friend Carter.
And I'm sure Carter is watching this. You know what? We can't go any further without this.
Nope.
Good morning. Yay! Good morning, Greg.
Yay!
Everybody does it now.
That's so adorable.
If you're not doing that, you're nobody.
That's right.
Bacon in Your Mailbox weather forecast today is going to be sunny, more humid today, 86, 69, partly cloudy, and they put and humid in there. So that tells you we're going to be wearing this air.
Yep.
And then hot and humid, sun and clouds, and 84 on Friday. So I can deal with that.
So one of my little giveaways that I'm taking to the sports park today for the great race, which we'll talk about, that happens during our lunch hour today, is fair fans. We call them fair fans, those good old fashioned cardboard fans that are on sticks. You know what I'm talking about? So we used to always give those out. Yes, we used to always give those out at the state fair. Well, I have some left over, and I was like, I know exactly what I can do with those. I'm going to take those to the great race. So today I'm going to be passing out fans. So come on out. I'll pull you off.
Good deal. And we'll talk more about that here in just a second. Let's get to our first posters of the day. Oh my gosh, we have a sighting from the bearded wonder, Ken Salee.
Ken, beard's looking good, man.
And I mean, I was getting worried that we had made him mad. I hadn't seen him on the list in
I think he's too big time for us now.
Point. Shane Crutcher. He is in Kentucky, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Shane, you should come out to the great race today.
He should.
Yep.
As everybody should.
Yep.
Yeah. There's Brian Dennis. Good morning, Brian.
Hey, Brian, you should come out there too.
Yeah. Good morning, Shirley. Your hostess look good.
One of these days, she's going to position herself right outside your door and yell back at you, and you're going to fall out of your chair.
It'll be like kindergarten all over again. I'll crap my pants. That's what'll happen, you know? There's no doubt with that. So, yeah, it is a busy few days going on in the heartland. One of those is today is the Great Race. And I know you're pumped up
Cool
about
logo.
this thing. Yeah.
I am. And listen, I've been talking about it all week. Anybody that will listen to me, because it's just it's a big deal. And it's hard to really explain to people how cool this is because it's a little more than the title projects. So do you want to hear about it now or you want me to wait till you tell me to?
All right. Well, we'll hear about, give me one little second. Let's get caught up here. Lamar Jones. Good morning, Lamar.
Hey, Lamar.
Here's Brandon.
He's a car guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon.
He even sings about cars. The only song that he sings at karaoke is Mustang Sally.
Oh, because that's an amazing karaoke song.
Did you know that though about him?
No.
It's like, at the fair periodically we'll do karaoke or I'll be out somewhere and I'll hear somebody doing karaoke and they'll say, "Oh, we have a law enforcement person who's going to sing for us." I'm going, "Here's Lamar Jones. Mustang Sally." That's what's coming. Good morning to Elaine. Shane says he's going to see what his schedule looks like.
Okay.
He's got to talk to his people.
He's busy.
Yeah.
He's busy.
And then Shirley agrees that it would literally make me crap my pants if Shirley yelled back at me.
For sure. So, it's your homework, Shirley.
Yeah. And then there is Brian Dennis again that the Central Hardin High School Beta Club, their team leaves today for the Beta Nationals in Florida. So good luck to them.
So there must be more than 1 week of that because I think E-Town's Beta is there now. So they've been competing and doing all this cool stuff.
Yeah. I have no idea. And there's Bryce Shoemate. Does Bryce say hey to himself? Hey, Bryce.
Hey, Bryce.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Jana.
Love you, Bryce. Just messing with you. All right. So back to the Great Race.
Oh, that's a good car.
That is like, man, I love that picture.
It's a good one.
And that's the kind of cars that we're going to see today at the sports park, right?
So it is. So they're from 1909, I think, is the oldest, and then the youngest is like 1970 something. But they have this challenge in front of them to maneuver back roads, to stay at or under the speed limit, make all the right turns, and they accumulate points along the way. So they stay in the same order, and so they arrive in 1 minute intervals. They're going to stop today in E-Town for a lunch stop. So they'll be announced. You'll find out where they're from. Some of these people have done this rally for years and years. Some people just are doing it for the first time. And they'll tell you where the cars are from. You can meet their drivers if you want. They're going to pop out of their cars, grab a box lunch, take a little break, because they're going between, this morning they were in Owensboro, and they're going to end up the other side of Lexington for their overnight. And I have learned so much about these cars this week. Apparently they travel with all these tools and they spend all night long working on their cars to keep them going for the next leg, the next day, because they're vintage.
I guess you would have to spend a lot of time working on it, but where do you get parts? I mean, you can't go like the AutoZone or O'Reilly's, and be like, "Hey, I got a 1947 race car. Do you have one of those?" They don't go, "Oh yeah, I got it back over here."
So they have national sponsors that travel. I think they travel with parts with them, and then they take them with them too. And then I don't have any doubt that they have secret connections to parts. I mean, think about it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a specialized market.
Very specialized market. Yeah. And so they took off last Saturday from the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. Now that's one of the where they take off. So see, it says something
that's a couple of years ago.
That New York. I don't know when that was.
I think it was 2019 is what I think.
That's super cool. So that's the last year they did it because they didn't do it last year. They took off from Texas on Saturday, wound their way through all like North Texas, Oklahoma, across Missouri. This is the Kentucky leg in the middle of the race right now. And they keep racing over the next several days through West Virginia, and they end up in Greenville, South Carolina this weekend for the end. And the highest point winner wins. So I think it's like a $50,000 prize. It's like $150,000 total up for grabs.
Which is like recovering losses.
Yeah, right. Well, I would venture to say none of them really do it for the money, but they definitely do it for bragging rights, I guess. I don't know.
I think it just sounds like fun to me.
Yep.
It's no different than us running
I know.
from Jim Beam Distillery to Lexington's Rupp Arena. It makes no sense to some people or a lot of people, but to other people, it was fun.
Yes, for sure. And so they're super, and they're the nicest people. I mean, like we've just really loved getting to know this organization, and we're excited to see. So also, Swope's car of yesteryears, they're going to have some cars out there on display that you can see. Just a little tease of what, their large collection at the Antique Car Museum. And then I think about a couple of other car clubs are going to have some cars on display. So it should be a great day. Concessions will be open. You can have lunch and just come and hang out with us for a little while and see these cool cars.
Yeah, my goal is to get by there for a while and maybe for those that can't get over there today, do a little bit of a video feed so they can see that. So
that's fun.
Well, we'll work on that and see. Hey, I got to see here. Mary Stucker Hall is watching today.
Mary?
I partied with her Friday night.
You did?
I did. We partied hardy.
Oh my gosh. Is there a story?
No, actually it's not a story. I could make one up, but it was at Thurman Landing. We did the chicken cock whiskey.
Nice.
It was good. Charlie Thurman, he's such a nice guy.
Oh, the sweetest, truly.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love what they've done out there, and I just think it's a beautiful place. And he's
it is gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, there's our friend Amy Powers, your stunt double.
Hey, Amy.
Yeah, she's a busy person. You haven't partied with her in a while either, have you?
Amy went furniture shopping a few weeks ago and bought a huge couch and somehow fit it in the back of her SUV. So she is Superwoman after all, Greg.
There's just certain things that you don't even know how they do them or why they do them.
I was jealous. I almost said, you don't really need that, and gave her my address. So hoping she'd show up at my house with it.
There you go. Bryce Shoemate, by the way, was at the party as well.
Awesome. I heard it was a fun gathering.
It was a fun gathering. We had a good time with that. I enjoyed it, learned a lot, so that's
awesome.
That's the most important thing.
Had a couple of good sips.
Yeah, we had 3 of them.
Nice.
Enjoyed it. So other things going on this weekend, Friday night, tomorrow night, going to be a fun time. It is movies in the park at the E-Town Sports Park at sunset.
Yes. And fun? Community events at the sports park. And how do you say that? The Crudes?
The Crudes too.
Yep.
Yeah. So Grace Heartland Church, the Sicilian Bank, of course, the Elizabethtown Sports Park. Do we count tourism in there as a sponsor, or do you get blanketed in with a sports park?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay. All right. Sunset football field number 7.
Yes.
It's going to be a great time. Weather looks perfect for that.
I know.
And it's a free event. So bring the kids out.
It is. There will also be some free concession. There'll be some food trucks, I think. And here's the deal. It's not like I was telling someone the other day, bring your chairs or bring your blankets, because you like to lay on this grass. This is special grass. This isn't grass in your backyard where there are like rocks and sticks and weeds sticking up. This is some nice turf. So you might want to take advantage of that. You might fall asleep. You might not even be able to stay awake for the movie. That grass is so soft.
And if you are one of those people that I like to lay in the grass and just pick 4-leaf clovers, you can be bored to death because you're not going to find any there.
I'm not going to find any.
None of them. I guarantee you're not going to find any in that grass.
But there's plenty of room. It's going to be a beautiful evening, and everyone at the park is really looking forward to being able to have this event at the park. It's a very nice partnership that has come out of thanks to Sicilian Bank and Grace Heartland for helping make this happen.
So that's Friday night at dusk, and then Saturday night. So the kids get to enjoy Friday night. The adults get to enjoy Saturday night. It's the first concert on Main presented by the city of Elizabethtown in this Elizabethtown tourism.
Yes.
Starts at 4:00 on Saturday, right behind the Hardin County Justice Center.
Yes. So there's a huge parking lot back there. And some people don't know how big this parking lot is, because I've heard some people say, where? Well, there's plenty of room.
It's plenty.
Bring your chairs. Yes. Bring your chairs. park wherever you want. Like you can park up by City Hall, you can park at State Theater, you can park at, I mean, there's a million places. You can park the Cherry Lot. You can go on the other side down there closer to the Justice Center and park across the street. Just park, take a nice stroll, make your husband carry your chair, and then set up down there and have a great night.
You know, we've got an event we're doing Saturday night. I really want to go because I like, by the way, it's Daryl Worley in concert. Daryl Worley is a great country artist. I mean, I love his voice. Rye Davis and Rick Huckabee, the singer, not the talk show host guy, are going to open the show. It's free now.
Yes.
There'll be food vendors. I know that all your Barrel and Swan people will be there.
And they're my favorite. Like if you haven't, if you should go just for that and take a chance on maybe liking the music, and you're in for a wonderful treat.
Did you just hear that? I heard Amy Powers just scream.
I know, right? In delight.
Yeah, she loves that. It's so speaking of Amy, she says she just got all of that set up last night. So
I love it.
Probably because she had to take the car apart just to get it out.
For real.
Because you can get stuff in, but that doesn't mean it's coming back out.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
So,
two different processes involved there.
So that concert, by the way, again, Saturday nights, and Daryl Worley hit the stage about 8:00 ish. So get down there.
I think 6, 7, and 8 is when different acts go. And Daryl Worley is also an amazing songwriter. And so I think that you'll hear some really cool stories about his songs too. And so if you maybe don't necessarily, I mean, anytime you can get up close and personal and hear someone personally talk about songwriting and their journey through music, he's a fascinating fella for sure. And so it'll be a good night.
Great voice. And I wish that we could go because, you know, our building is, I mean, that's almost like having box seats.
For real. I know.
If we could shift the stage, I think maybe 15 feet, we would have a total view of the stage, literally from our roof.
And I think people are going to be amazed at at where you'll be able to hear it. Like I was telling someone, don't be surprised if that sound carries quite a ways. And so since it's the first one, of course, we're not really sure, but I think it'll be fun to even just walk around downtown and be able to hear those sounds. I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's going to be good. So that's on Saturday night. I didn't load my graphic for that one, so I'm a slacker. But
goodness, anyway. On Sunday, we rest.
Take a break. Get a load off.
There's lots of baseball. So Friday night is when is the Nationals baseball tournament. And so we have teams arriving from all over the country on Friday. And I lied to you this week about something. And I'm here to confess.
This is going to be good because I know what it is.
Share,
girl.
I thought that this week for the Nationals baseball tournament, I thought it was going to be the very first tournament that there wasn't any teams from the state of Kentucky playing in this tournament. Now I'm talking about 70-something teams and not a single team from Kentucky. They're from everywhere else. And then all of a sudden I find out this little non-U team from Harrodsburg is playing in the tournament.
Harrodsburg ruins it every time.
But they're the only one. So there's like 26 states and Kentucky has one team in this tournament. So they get here Friday night and they'll be here all week. So they don't even leave till next Thursday.
Well, I guess they should get like royal treatment then because they're technically would be the host team. I mean, that's their
isn't
state.
That crazy?
Welcome to our state.
Isn't that crazy? And so Thursday and Friday, everybody from town will be out there for all these cool events. And then Friday night, literally, that's opening ceremonies. And we have movies in the park. So some of those kids will come over for the movie. And then Saturday morning, it kicks off with games at 9 a.m.
Sounds like fun.
Yep.
Hey, good morning, Josh Basham.
Hey, Josh.
His brother watches all the time, too. By the way, I didn't know his brother had a podcast.
What is it?
Oh, we won't talk about it because it's not safe. He's with a few other guys and he talks sports and some other stuff. And I listen to it. Let's just say it's not. Don't have your windows down.
Okay, gotcha. Now I'm intrigued.
So we last night did another Lyrics and Laughs podcast.
Yep.
And we decided we've been wanting to do this song forever. It's not a hit. I guess it is. Wasn't a hit on the charts, but it is just a fun song to listen to. It is Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty. You're the reason our kids are ugly.
I don't know if I've ever heard that song.
We had fun with it.
Do you really find out which one's to blame at the end?
Well, you decide on who you want to blame.
Okay, got it.
I mean, could you imagine that argument though? You and Mitch having a disagreement one night.
Listen,
That's a very. How do you back out of that?
Came out of his mouth.
Yeah, how do you back out of that conversation later on?
Yeah, no,
because we've all had arguments to where you're losing, and you might say something you regret saying.
Yes.
But, oh yeah, well, you're the reason our kids are ugly. That's not when you back up out of it.
Listen, anytime my kids do something good, I always go, that's my kid. When they do something that is really embarrassing, I go, that's your kid.
Yeah.
But we don't go there. Like,
No.
I don't know. I need to ask him if he even knows that song exists and just see what he says. Like, he'll probably give me the side eye, like, should I comment or should I just keep my mouth shut right here?
Kind of like the time he was in our basement and I asked him if the dog was named after you for your drinking habits. And I got the truth.
He threw me under the bus so quick, his head spun.
Dog named after Jennifer. Jana's drinking habits. Tipsy.
Maybe it's named after Jennifer's too.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were married to me, would you drink a lot?
Yep, that's what I said. He's the one I'm married to.
Maybe I'm not buying all this bourbon for me. Maybe I'm stocking up for when she finally snaps.
There you go.
Yeah.
So she will be well taken care of.
Yeah. Elaine says, I have never heard of it. Yeah.
I don't think I have either.
Google it or actually look it up on YouTube. Now, Boy George and Cyndi Lauper does a version. Don't get that version. And there's another version. The best version is Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty. But you have to like classic country.
Imagine Boy George and Cyndi Lauper.
I don't think you can imagine that.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. All right. So if you were needing a reason to celebrate today is National Handshake Day.
Oh, cheers to that.
I mean, we do a virtual high five instead. I mean, I've gone back to shaking hands.
Me too.
And I didn't really 100% stop. And I can admit that now.
Sure.
Just would forget.
Absolutely.
So it is also International Fairy Day.
I love fairies. They're magical.
Do you have a fairy garden?
No, but I need one.
They make, you can do those. I don't know what the rules are.
I need a lot of pixie dust in my life, so I need to get me some fairies.
Okay. It's a holiday for believers, for collectors, and for the young at heart to celebrate all that is fae. I guess that's what fairy is. I don't know.
All that is what? Fae?
Fae.
Okay.
I don't know what it means. I guess it's fairy stuff.
Yeah. Fairy speak.
Today is also World UFO Day.
So I think we may have had this discussion last year. Do you remember what I said?
I know we talked about probes and something. I do remember all that.
So I tell people all the time that I don't believe in UFOs. Just like when I don't watch scary movies, just like when I don't think houses are haunted, because it's a defense mechanism, because I think that if I don't believe in it, it can't hurt me. So if I don't believe in UFOs, they'll never want to take me with them. So I don't believe in it.
I used to not. But there's too much, the government is like hiding too much stuff for me not to think there's something. You know?
I mean, I don't know.
And are we that naive to believe that there's nothing else out there?
I don't believe.
I don't want to know.
Story. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I don't want to know. Like, you know what? Hey, you got to watch the video of how they make hot dogs. No, I don't.
No.
I don't want to.
Know that.
Right. So, but World UFO Day marks the anniversary of one of the first UFO sightings in the U.S. when Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 high-speed crescent-shaped objects near Mount Rainier in Washington in 1947. Now, July 2nd marks the anniversary of the famous Roswell UFO incident, which also happened in 1947.
So what has really happened since 1947?
I think we've been hiding stuff. They're all hidden at Fort Knox. That's where the aliens are.
Those gold aliens?
If you read into it, yeah, there's talk that there's alien bodies hidden in Fort Knox. The gold.
Oh my gosh, you stop it.
There is. Google it. Not making that up.
Are they protecting the gold?
No, they're just bodies.
Oh.
They're like, oh yeah, well, we found this alien. What are we gonna do with it? Take it to Fort Knox.
There's no telling what else is in there. I mean, really.
Yeah, never know. Let's see. What else is it? It was on this date in 1963 that the home video recorder was demonstrated for the first time. That's
wow.
Cool.
We had home videos when I was a kid, and we had to bring out a projector out of a suitcase that weighed more than me and flop open the reels and run it through. And there was no sound. That's how old I am.
Is Google a sponsor? No, but they should be.
They should be.
I mean, that's it. You know who else should be a sponsor?
Who?
Red Hill Cutlery.
I love Red Hill Cutlery.
I do too. Home of the world's largest case knife.
There's a lot going on out there.
There is a lot. Oh, daggone it. My knife's upstairs. I was going to pull my Red Hill Cutlery knife.
What knife? You don't have a red Hill knife.
Oh, stop it. Go back 3 episodes and you'll find it on there.
Greg, don't lie.
Upstairs. I used it to open an Amazon box yesterday.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Red Hill box cutter.
Hey, let's practice.
You got something delivered from Amazon?
I did.
How lucky are you?
I ordered it like 6 months ago. Who would have ever thought we'd be saying that?
Did you order anything off of Prime Day?
I did not, because I didn't want to wait till next week.
I didn't even know. It got past me. I'm upset. Somebody said it crashed or something.
Probably because, you don't get your packages the 4th of July.
I know.
Hey, we should practice. Hi, I'm Greg Milby for Red Hill Cutlery. Your turn.
Hi, I'm Jana Clark, representing Red Hill Cutlery.
I think we got it. Yeah. I mean, we've said Red Hill Cutlery more than we said Google.
We said Red Hill Cutlery? I know. We have said Red Hill Cutlery a lot.
Right. Home of the world's largest case knife. All right. Show me your mug. What's in that mug? Do you have coffee in there?
Now he'll never watch the show again. That's how you get rid of people.
No. See, look, we'll work a package deal for you, man. We'll go worldwide with you. We'll give you bacon in the mailbox, and we'll give you the Lyrics and Laughs podcast.
So nuts.
I'm sure it's a tax write-off somehow.
I'm sure.
But he says, I'll pay you what Google pays you. Crap.
Shoot.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
I'll have to work on that one.
I mean, if you don't want to sell any knives, you got a whole store of knives.
They have a lot of knives. A lot of blades going on there.
I'm not saying, but I am saying we could sell you out, maybe.
Oh, goodness.
If you sponsor this show, Josh Basham, I will not tell everybody the story about how you guys never even almost didn't even get into knives. Now you were like,
I think you already told that story.
Gosh, Jana, maybe you didn't watch that show. Hey, did you know
that? So there's something going on there. When is that? It's September, isn't it?
September the 11th, Billy Ray Cyrus, part of the Bourbon and Blades event.
The achy breaky Billy Ray.
Yeah.
That's what I call him.
Break my heart, my achy breaky heart. I'm singing that to you, Josh Basham, because you're breaking my heart.
Oh my goodness. Poor Josh.
It's exactly 6 months to the day from Christmas Eve. So you have 6 months to get to Red Hill Cutlery and pick up a wonderful knife for your father or your mother who maybe collects case knives or regular knives.
Today is the halfway Christmas Eve holiday.
To Christmas Eve, yeah.
I usually celebrate. That would snuck up on me too.
Yeah.
Do you have your Christmas shopping done? That's what people start asking now. And every time somebody asks me that, I want to throat punch them.
Shane says, I don't think threats will help convince sponsors. That's why I'm not in the sales side of everything.
That's why we don't have any, Shane. That's why we don't have any.
I don't sell them. Other people. The show should sell itself.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. But
we're just come one, come all around here.
Right. Speaking of forgetting, don't forget tonight. Tonight is the strawberry moon.
What's a strawberry moon?
It's a full strawberry moon. It's a full moon tonight.
Is it really?
And it is the last super moon of 2021.
All right. Well, there you go. But here's the thing. This time of the year, I don't see the moon till so late. The moon is not out till so late. I don't see it because it's still light at 10 o'clock right now. And I got to go to bed.
I know. Joys of living in Kentucky.
That's right.
Yeah. Amy says, speaking of sneaking up, she's got a new drink. It's called Mom Water. I can't wait to find out about this one.
Mom water.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing vodka in a Tervis tumbler.
I can't wait, Amy.
With a splash of Sprite.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Hey, so when you painted your house, did you paint your house like your favorite colors, or were they Mitch's favorite colors, or did you just decide together to paint a specific color?
I'm pretty sure Mitch had no say in any color that has ever been painted anywhere close to me.
Did you paint?
He would say that he's probably not. Yeah, I'm sure I've chosen all the colors.
Yeah, and Jennifer has too. I think I remembered at one point what they were because they were all weird colors. We can't say, oh, that's gray. It's Coventry gray, or
exactly.
It can't be this Revere pewter, which is still a very popular color. Right.
We kind of did the same thing, but I'm sure I made all those selections. I'm sure of it.
People often paint their bedrooms their favorite colors, and that's understandable. I get that.
Okay.
But you spend more time at work normally than you do in your bedroom. So why not paint your work area your favorite color? That is what experts are now saying. Could you imagine? I mean, you can because you are the boss, but can you imagine me going in and saying, hey, Kenny, can I paint this wall like my favorite shade of red?
I was going to say, and he would say, no, Greg, you go home and paint your home studio that color.
Right.
I will tell you that when Mitch and I before we had our first, so we had been married a little over a year and we're pregnant. We find out we're having a boy. And, like every other new mom to be, I go pick a color light blue for the nursery. And Mitch, we lived in Lexington at the time. Mitch's dad drove up with him and they painted the nursery. And I wasn't allowed to be in there because of paint fumes, right? And so they're done. I walk in there and I start crying because I have chosen the most horrible, hideous shade of light blue for a room that you have ever seen. And so Mitch painted it again.
Of course he did. I tell you, a color you don't want to paint a room is pink, like a bright pink. Because the people that had this house before us, one of the rooms was bright pink.
Yeah.
That is a whole lot of primer color to cover over that.
Funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know what I was thinking. It just looked so much better on a little thing about this big. But when it got on the walls of that room, it was horrible.
That's why you get the samples. Get up there and check it out. We painted our dining room. I think it's like a crimson color.
Yeah.
That one's going to be miserable to paint eventually.
So my dining room is a navy blue, but I have white wainscoting on the bottom half, which I think breaks it up with a wood floor. And so I saw a picture of it. I saw several pictures of it. And I was very careful in choosing that color blue. It's navy something. I even used to know the name of kind of like you. It's like a specific navy. But that's the only dark paint I have in my house.
Well, apparently, when you paint your workspace, it motivates you to work harder or more focused or whatever. So this guy in Cleveland, Ohio, that's what he did. All right. By the way, I didn't mention this, but he owns a gas station.
Okay.
His favorite color happened to be pink.
Okay.
So he painted his gas station pink. But apparently this thing must really work. Pretty nifty little side effect to this bizarre little paint job.
For a gas station?
Increased business.
Because they just wanted to come see the paint?
Well, no, they came in and purchased stuff. So he used to sell 800 gallons of gasoline per day.
Okay.
Painted the building, Now he's selling close to 4,000 gallons of gasoline a day.
At the pink gas station?
At the pink gas station.
I love that.
It may not look pretty in pink, but it sure looks good in the black from making all the green.
No joke. Listen, drive down the road. In a week from now, all the gas stations in E-Town are going to be pink because they heard that story.
Even the new one.
Listen,
paint it.
with the price of gas right now.
Yeah. And Shirley says her kitchen and dining room are apple red. Yeah.
Ooh,
Shirley, yeah. I agree.
I think it, sure. Yeah.
Our we got a fitness room, which we don't really use that much, which we probably should be. Anyway, I guess colors for energy are red colors.
Okay.
And blue.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't getting a blue color. Could you imagine our basement having like a blue? Yeah.
Well, we all know that your son goes to UK and you're a big Wildcat fan. So put that aside.
No.
Yeah.
That would be the problem, is people would assume that. That's why it is a red.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah. And then the guy that put our mirrors in, which I won't mention his name, but even blasted on Facebook because he didn't realize, I don't think he knew whose house it was that he was coming to put mirrors in, because the contractor, he was blasting about this U of L room and the mirrors and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, jerk face. So I had to send him a message that says, that's my basement you're talking about. And you put fat mirrors in, not skinny mirrors.
We ordered the skinny mirrors, dude.
I did. Shouldn't pay for them. All right. So one more story as we wrap this up, because, the NBA is into the playoffs and, things are
College
heating
World
up.
Series.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on with the sports world. So back in December, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver hinted that he'd be interested in expanding the league.
Okay.
And now a world famous team wants him to take him. Well, they want to take him up on his offer.
What team is it?
The Harlem Globetrotters want to enter the NBA.
Well, they would draw some ticket sales.
I think so. Could you imagine the water bucket trick, them playing that on LeBron?
I mean,
he'd probably bust his hip or something to be out for 3 weeks.
Listen, Devin Booker busted his head open in a clash on the court the other night. Can you imagine what would have gone down if the Harlem Globetrotters had been in on that one?
Oh,
I say I'm all for it. I love them. It's so entertaining. It is my kind of entertainment for sure. I say let them in.
But I don't think the Globetrotters would do well in the NBA.
Well,
even if it's the Globetrotters. All right.
Yeah.
They win every game. I think they've only lost one in the history.
Yes.
But they travel all the time. Now, I guess they do in the NBA too, but there's certain things you can't do that the Globetrotters do.
That's true.
Can't hang on the rim like that.
Can't hang on the rim.
Yeah.
Probably have to stay in bounds. They don't do that a lot either. Yeah.
Right. Can't be taunting the crowd. Can't bring a fan onto the court.
You can't get those little kids out there in the middle of NBA game.
No.
But they're so cute. Yeah.
Can't stop the game to give away a free t-shirt either.
But how much fun would that be?
It'd be so much more fun than what we got now. So much more fun. All right. So a recap, the great race again, Jana, that happens at 11:30 ish, right?
Today. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Park at the championship football field. There'll be people out there to direct you, but go that direction. Go towards football and soccer, and it'll be on that half.
So that'll be fun. And then movies in the park coming up tomorrow night at sunset.
Park at 7, movie at dusk.
Crudes 2. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I slack. Daryl Worley concert Saturday night. It is concert on Main. First in hopefully a series of a bunch of these over the next few years.
Agreed.
Justice Center parking lot in the very back is where the concert's going to be. And before anybody complains about parking, don't complain about parking, because the fact is you have 8 million places that you can go, and it allows us to disperse the crowd out pretty easily.
And it's all free. Parking is free. The concert is free. So just wear your comfy tennis shoes, park, and walk down to the fun.
Yeah. Going to be a good time. All that happening right here in our little neck of the woods.
I love it.
Yeah. I think that's it. I'm done.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Me too.
All I got.
All right. That's going to do it for Bacon in the Mailbox on this Thursday, June the 24th, 2021. And I'll put her first. She is Deanna Clark, community fanatic. I'm Craig Milby, community story. Man, I wish I would. Well, I've got that recorded. That's going to come back later on. This has been episode number 115 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a great day. Bye, y'all.